Hey, welcome back everybody, and welcome to a special edition of What's in My International Wallet. As you all know, I've been super excited about my trip to Paris with the lovely wife, and now I'm going to give you a picture as to what credit cards and what strategies I'll be employing while I am overseas. So I think this is something that we can all get down with, and without further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So here's the thing. Most people have discerning strategies that they use with their credit cards, especially in the place that they live. Everything is where you want it to be. Everything is nice and comfortable. But when you go on a trip, you don't want to be bogged down by deciding what to do, how to do it, because the whole point of going on a trip is to get out of what is essentially your comfort zone and relax a little bit without the rigidity of day-to-day life. And that includes actually employing credit card strategies. Now, I've actually seen plenty of videos from other even more established YouTubers that have made these same statements. So with that being considered, I'm not really a fan of a one card strategy because, I still in the back of my mind don't want to leave any money on the table. Give me that. But at the same time, there's no reason why you can't simplify it and still get a little return while you're having fun. So with that being considered, I have a 4-card strategy that I'm going to be running while I'm in Paris. And the first of those 4 cards that I'm going to be taking, and most people who know me already guessed which card it is my Amex Charles Schwab Platinum. Now, the reason I'm taking this is because I have a lot of flights that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a positioning flight. I'm going to be doing the main flight to Paris, back from Paris, and then a reposition to get me back home. So that's going to require time in airports. Hey, maybe I might want to upgrade a seat, if, the right opportunity presents itself. And I definitely do not want to miss out on the 5x points that are associated with this. In addition to that, if I decide to do shopping, there will be shopping in Paris with the wife. Remember, the Amex Platinum has 0 foreign transaction fees. The purchase protections are in place. The return protections are in place. So this is actually a pretty powerful card to take internationally. So now the second card on the list, and once again, if you have been watching the channel, we all know what my workhorse is, because one thing that you do on vacation, even more so than you do at home, is you eat. So with this, I will be taking the Amex Gold card. Now, again, this is a great card to have internationally because in addition to earning 4x on restaurants worldwide, they make it easier to earn said points because there is no foreign transaction fees. So that way I can take this card to France, I can take it to England, I can take it to Italy, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, all those SWA countries. And I will not be charged any foreign transaction fees, and we can sample some of the great foods. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about trips to Paris, and I'm super excited about the foods and desserts that I'm going to be trying. But this is definitely going to remain a workhorse, so that way there is still a return on spend, which you inevitably do on vacation. Now the third card, since I'm going to be vlogging, technically it's a business trip-ish. A business tripication, that's the word I'm gonna use, a business tripication. We're gonna need a business card. And what better business card to bring than the one I'm currently working on the sub for, which I'm on the tail end of, but the Chase Inc. Business Preferred. And the best part is that it covers travel expenses, so passenger trains over there and other ways of transport that, count as travel. We're gonna be sliding this card, plus it's a Visa business signature card, so the acceptability is great because it offsets the 2 American Express cards that I have. So that way that covers everything to make sure I can slide, I can tap to pay, and do what I have to do in order to A, hit my sub, and B, get some great UR points, and C, still have a great time on my trip, my business tripification. I have to practice the word, but you guys get where I'm going with this. And the final card that I'll be bringing on my trip is actually a card I really don't talk about a lot on this channel, even though I am a card holder. I use it rarely, but this will be a great way to use it and get a little miles out of it and extract a little value. And the best part about it is acceptability is actually fairly high, and that is going to be none other than the Apple Card. I've had this card since the summer of 2021. I'm almost at 2 years, so it can fall off of my 524 status. But the thing is that this card is actually not meant to be slid, not even meant to be, well, really see the light of day, because they only want you to use Apple's proprietary tap to pay, which is Apple Pay. So once again, I've been watching videos, I've been doing research about going to France, and most of the times that you pay with credit cards at places that accept credit cards, it's all tap to pay. They only want the cards, and they bring the card machine right to your table, so you don't have to go and get up and go pay anywhere else. So why not bring this card whose cashback accrues daily, so I don't have to wait until well after my trip. In addition to that, this card can actually be put somewhere in an emergency that I may need it if anything happens to any of my other cards, to ensure that I have some way to pay for things. Yeah, most of the time I'm gonna get 1% if I have to slide it, but if a lot of the restaurants and places have tap to pay and they accept Apple Pay, there are actually rare occasions where I may just tap and I can get the 2x or the 3x that are associated with this card. So it's really no pressure, but it's a great way to get this card out and let it, breathe some fresh air. And then also, I make sure that it doesn't get canceled. It stays in my stable because I actually like the Apple Card. In some cases, it's not even the best to get Apple products, but that is a different video for a different day. But those are the 4 cards that I'll be running in my international wallet for my trip to Paris. So that way it takes the stress off of me, takes the stress off of the young lady, because she'll be bringing similar cards, but this is my channel, so we're only talking about mine. I'm just playing, but she is definitely going to be working in with the strategy as well, bringing her CSP and other cards that she's going to be using so that we maximize our points with as little stress possible, and we can focus on having a great time in the City of Lights. So that has been my strategy. I hope this helps. I hope this helps somebody who may be taking an international trip sooner rather than later, or even later. But just remember, no matter what you do, always prioritize cards that do not have a foreign transaction fee component. Because if you do that, you're chewing into your earnings, you're paying the credit card companies gimme money, and worse yet, you are leaving money on the table. Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it? I don't think I need to say it. Give me that. So until next time, I'll see you later.